Today we are going to start with Power BI. Okay. So before starting the practical discussion or practical implementation of Power BI, we need to know what are the basic requirements to install Power BI in our machine, and then we are going to install the Power BI. And before installing it, we are going to see an introduction. What is Power BI? What it is used for? Okay. So all the details we are going to see today. Okay. So first of all, I want to. Okay. Let me initiate a presentation pan here. Okay. It is done. And let me take a note, help of a notepad. Okay, to discuss some things in detail. So, what are the basic software requirements for installing Power BI? Okay, okay. So, we should have Windows 7 or Windows 8 or Windows 10. This should be 64-bit operating system. Okay, operating system. Okay, okay, operating system. So there are different flavors of Power BI. Okay, flavors of Power BI. What are they? Power BI desktop. Okay, Power BI service. Okay, Power BI mobile. Okay, Power BI premium. Okay, Power BI report server. Okay, Power BI embedded. Okay, okay. Some more are there, but you should understand these things. Okay, so we are going to discuss what are the differences between all these things and what are these. Okay, before this, I want to show you some things in detail. Okay, let me. Okay, I want to show you some theoretical things. Okay, which you should need to know before of related to Power BI. Okay, let me start Power BI overview. Okay, let me start this presentation. Okay, so see, before you come to Power BI, you should know what is the history of Power BI, why it how it got evolved. Okay, how it got created. What are the factors? What are the reasons to create Power BI? Okay, Excel Power Pivot. Okay, Excel add-in access velocity where columnar is okay. Excel Server 2012 SSH tabular model, Microsoft BI semantic model, Power View rebranding of Power BI, Notice the Space, SharePoint and 365 integration, QA, Power Query and Power Map. Okay. So these are the history. Okay, we get on integration of we get on added these features into this, and then we launched Power BI version 2 in 2014 and service and desktop in July 2015. Okay, okay. So what is Power BI desktop? So first of all, we need to start with Power BI desktop. Let me tell you guys, it is a free application. Okay, Power BI desktop is a free application, and you can download it from Power BI site. We are going to do that in next 5 minutes. Okay, first off, you should see what is Power BI desktop. Okay, Power BI Desktop puts visual analytics at your fingertips. Okay, with intuitive report authoritating, drag and drop to place contact exactly where you want it and on the flexible and fluid canvas. Okay, quickly discover patterns as explore a single unified view of LinkedIn. So see, the thing is, at the end of the day, there are many reporting tools in the market which are competitors of Power BI visualizations tools. Okay, but Power BI, why Power is going ahead of them because of its features and good features and all these things. So main point is Power BI reports are interactive. Okay, so you can interact with the visualizations. These are interactive. Okay, it do all the aggregations automatically. That is very easy to drag and drop and configure and create a Power BI report. Okay, all these things are very easy in Power BI desktop. We will come at the last of the PPT. We will come to this link and we will see how to download Power BI desktop. Okay, so let's go to another. It contains Power BI query, Power BI pivot, and Power BI view. Okay, these three are the features in Power BI desktop. Okay, we are going to see this in very detailed form. Okay, whenever you create a report in Power BI desktop, it is notified as .pbix extension. Okay, Power BI version 2. So you can connect to these sources with Power BI. Okay, okay, all these sources you can connect to Power BI. We will see these all these things in detail when we'll do the practical in Power BI in Power BI introduction. Okay, you can see a demo of Power BI in powerbi.com. Okay, so these are the pricing you should know before going into it. What are the pricings of Power BI? Okay, so let's go to the pricing tab. Let me click on this. So guys, this is Power BI pricing. Okay, I've already told you Power BI comes in Power BI Pro, okay, version, and Power BI Premium. Okay, Power BI Premium cost is this much and Power BI Pro is this much per month. Okay, monthly basis. Okay, so if you want to have it in 100 rupees, this is the price. Okay, okay, it depends what currency you want pricing in, so you will get a pricing when you will click on this and you will see the pricing from here. In US dollars it is $10, the top 9.99. Okay, okay, so let's move ahead. These are the features. Okay, cross platform support, it can be applicable on the platforms either mobile or otherwhere. Okay, iOS and Android. Okay, cross browser support, it is these reports can run on Chrome, Edge, Firefox, everywhere. Okay, Internet Explorer. Okay, all these things. Integrate Power BI, Power Map, SSAs connectors, SharePoint files, all these are things you can do in Power BI. Okay, this is not feature, this is applicable here right now. Okay, so let's see how to download Power BI desktop. Okay, I will close this PPT. Okay, and I will go to, so let's go back first. We need to see what are the details of Power BI. Power BI desktop. Okay, Power BI desktop. Okay, so guys, remember one thing, there are some limitations of Power BI desktop. Okay, as this is a free software. Okay, it is a free software. This is a very good thing. You can just download it and start working on it. You can create reports, that is not an issue. Okay, it consists of three components. Okay, what are they? Power view, power pivot. Okay, power query. we are going to discuss all these things in very detail. Okay, but before going ahead to practical, we should, or to download Power BI desktop, we should first know what are the limitations of Power BI desktop. Okay, what are the limitations? You cannot refresh automatic refresh is not possible. Okay, what do you mean by automatic refresh? Okay, so let me tell you what do you mean by automatic refresh. For example, if you have taken a data source, any data source, this is Power BI. Okay, if you have taken a Power BI data source as SQL server. Okay, SQL server table. Okay, you have connected Power BI and you have taken the data from SQL server here. Okay, so if that data, if the data in the table is getting appended on regular basis, new data is getting added in the table, what are you going to do? How are you going to reflect the new added data in the report? So you cannot do that manual refresh every time, in every 2 hours, 4 hours, 1 day, 2 day. Okay, it is a manual process and you need to remember all these things. So instead of doing that, you can set that report for automatic refresh. Okay, data set for automatic refresh. Automatic refresh means it will get refreshed the metadata automatically, and it will append the new records into the existing data in the existing report. Okay, so the report should be up to date as per the data. Okay, okay, as per the information. Okay, got it. So the automatic refresh is not possible in Power BI desktop. Okay, second point, sharing of report is not possible. Okay, so if you want to share this report in Power BI itself to different Power BI user or whatever, you cannot do that. Okay, in Power BI desktop you cannot do that. Okay, dashboards is cannot be created in Power BI desktop. Got it? So dashboards, you cannot create dashboards in Power BI desktop. Okay, all the other features or the development thing and all the things we can do in Power BI desktop. And shoot, let's go to the Google Chrome and search for Power BI desk. Okay, let me go to Power BI only. Okay, I will open Power BI website. Okay, and here it is written business intelligence. Okay, like number before, and it is written start free. Okay, I will click on start free and you can see getting started with Power BI desktop. Okay, you can download it for free, that is not an issue. When you click on this, it will start the downloading the tool. Okay, because see, it started the installation file. Okay, so after the installation file get installed, double click on this and just run, accept the terms and conditions and click run as. It will set up Power BI in your desktop. Okay, in your desktop. Okay, this is how have you can download Power BI desktop in your laptop. Okay, so for example, let me do this for you. Let me click on download free. Okay, let it get downloaded. So guys, it is getting downloaded. It need 1 or 2 minutes more. Okay, let it get download. Okay guys, so it got downloaded. Okay, when you click on, you can click on run. Okay, it will start executing the installation of Power BI. Okay, after installing it, you will get a Power BI icon in the desktop. Okay, you will get the icon in the desktop. Okay, before going to Power BI desktop and showing you all the features and practical, we should know what is we should talk thoroughly about all the flavors of Power BI. Okay, which we have mentioned in the notepad. Okay, this is all about Power BI desktop. Okay, you know how to install it now. Okay, I will tell you how to how we will tell you we will tell you how to do that in. Okay, so let's start. Okay, this Power BI desktop. Okay, let me click on enter and we will talk about Power BI service now. Okay, Power BI service. Okay, Power BI service is free for initial 2 months. Okay, after that we need to pay 9.99 US dollar per month. Okay, so guys, I think it is clear to all of you that for uh, so for initial purpose, okay, you can assume that Power BI is free for initial 2 months, and after that you we cannot we need to pay $9.99 US dollars per month. Okay, okay. In Power BI service, all admin activities can be done. Okay, all admin activities you can do that in Power BI service. Okay, okay. It is a cloud based server. Okay, okay. Now, if you talk about all these features which are limited, which are limitations in Power BI desktop, all these limitations are removed in Power BI service. Okay, so automatic refresh is possible in Power BI service. Okay, sharing of report is possible. Okay, power sharing of report is possible. Okay, dashboards can be created. Okay, can be created in Power BI service. Got the point, guys? Okay, Power BI service. Let's talk about Power BI mobile. Okay, in Power BI mobile. Okay, in Power BI mobile. So actually, the thing is, Power BI mobile is just uh, okay, is not cannot be used for development of reports. Okay, only. Okay, okay. So it is generally used for accessing the reports which are shared with you. Okay, got the point? Okay, so you can you can download Power BI mobile directly from the Play Store app, and you can whatever reports are shared it to. at your Power BI registered email ID. You can log into Power BI account and you can see those reports which are shared with you. Okay, got the point? Okay. Next topic is Power BI Premium. We have already discussed about Power BI Premium, guys. Power BI Premium is used for large organizations, okay, is used for organizations, okay. In, instead of buying individual licenses for each employee, okay, company can buy licenses in bulk by Power BI Premium. Okay, got the point? Okay. Next one is Power BI Report Server. Okay. So this is on premises server. So we can build the reports in on premises servers, and whenever we want to make get those reports to the cloud and share with anyone, we can do that. We can share those reports to the cloud. Okay. Power BI service. Okay. You got the point? This is on premises servers. You don't need to deploy to call until you don't require it. Okay. Okay. Power BI Premium we have discussed. Okay. Okay. So we discussed all the things. Okay. Power BI embedded is left. So Power BI embedded is used for any customized site or your site. If you want to customize the Power BI reports, you want to embed it in your application or your site. You can do that as well by Power BI embedded. Okay. Got the point, guys? Okay. Now we have to discuss what is the difference between Power BI SSRS and Power BI. Okay, this is very important topic, guys. Every interviewer is going to ask you this question: what is the difference between Power BI SSRS and Power BI? Okay, both SSRS and Power BI are Microsoft product. Power SSRS is a part of MSBI. Okay, but there are very many differences between SSRS and Power BI. Both are reporting tools, but still, okay. So in SSRS, reports are read only. Okay, for example, reports are read only. That means you can read the report, but they are not interactive. They are not dynamic. Okay, so they are not much in looks good. Okay, they are static reports. Okay. Okay, static. Okay, static. Okay, they can be accessed only in network. Okay. Okay, we cannot create dashboard in SSRS. Okay, we cannot do that in SSRS, but Power BI have removed this limitation. Okay. Okay, so in Power BI, reports are interactive. dynamic. Okay, they are dynamic. Okay, they are not static. Okay, they can be accessed from anywhere. Okay, we can create dashboards in Power BI. Okay, for example, I can show you a demonstration of SSRS and Power BI so that you will get an exact difference between what is the difference between SSRS and Power BI. Okay, let me go to SSRS. Okay, let me create a report for SSRS. Okay, let me go to data tools. Okay, and I will click on new project. I have already created a project. Okay, I will click on this SSRS demo. Okay, so if I want to create a chart kind of report into SSRS, okay, so it is very difficult to do that. Okay, let me create a report, try to report is into that, and it will not give you good features. Okay, so for example, I will create a new report, click on next, click on query builder. I am going to take the data of a table here. Okay, I will click on add table. I will take a table players, add, and I will take all the columns here. Okay, next tabular is okay. I will take all the fields and details next, and I will make it as demo report. Okay, click on finish. Okay, I will go to here. For example, I want to have a decent chart into this. Okay, so I will go to insert and I will take a chart here. For example, let me take exploded pie chart. Okay, click on OK. Okay, now I can enable the features what I want to show in the chart. For example, I want here the value should be total run made. Okay, and category should be according to the country. Okay, I will right click here. I want to see the data labels here. Let me go to preview. Okay, and you can have a look at the report how it looks like. Okay, okay, so this is the report and this is the chart. Okay, so you can see you have got a detailed information about how much run made from Australia, India, Singapore and US, but you cannot click here. These are not dynamic. Okay, okay, if you want to click here, and this chart should get filtered when you click here for Australia, and this should get filtered according to Singapore when you click here. So these are not dynamic, these are not interactive. Okay, these are not interacting to each other. Okay, so these are static reports. Okay, this this is a limitation in SSRS. Okay, but when you come to Power BI, these limitations are removed. Okay, now we are going to see a brief introduction of Power BI. Okay, brief introduction of Power BI. So how we are going to see how we are going to work in Power BI, how we are going to start it. Okay, so let's start. Okay, I will close this notepad and I will start Power BI desktop. Okay, okay, so this is how Power BI looks like, guys. Okay, let us start. Okay, you will get a window here. Okay, as a pop-up, and you have to sign in here. Okay, so click on sign in. Or if you are not signed in Power BI, you are the first user, you are new to Power BI, then click on this need a Power BI account. Okay, click on this. It will redirect you to the page of Power BI. Okay, where you can start registering yourself. You can sign up yourself. Okay, but the thing is, you cannot enter any Gmail, Yahoo, or personal email ID here. You need to give any of the official ID. Okay, Power BI do not accept any personal email ID. Okay, you need to give official email ID here. Okay, official or Outlook email ID here. Okay, so this is this is a restriction in Power BI. You cannot use personal email IDs. Okay, like Gmail, Yahoo, Rediff, you cannot use those. You need to have work email ID. Okay, work email address. Okay, let me close this page. Okay, you can sign up and you can follow all the instructions there. Okay, oh, after getting into here, let me talk about, I have already told you there are three things in Power BI. There are three components of Power BI desktop: Power View, Power Pivot, Power Power Pivot, and Power Query. Okay, Power View, Power Pivot, okay, and Power Query. So what are these, to whom we call its Power Pivot, Power View, Power Pivot, and Power Query? We are going to see this in detail. Okay, so guys, this is a report pan. Okay, where you create the visualizations. Okay, all the visualizations, all the reports, there are pages, you can create multiple pages. Okay, so page is a collection of visualizations and report is a collection of pages. Okay, got it? Okay, so page, I repeat, page is a collection of visualizations. There can be multiple visualizations in one page, and multiple a report can have multiple pages in it. Okay, getting the point? Okay, so this is a report pen where you can create the visualization and do anything you want. Okay, so this is the visualization tab. Okay, this is the visualization tab. Okay, here you can choose any visual from here, or if you want any custom visualizations, you can get it from the marketplace. We are going to discuss these things in detail. But if you take a visualization and drag it here, and you want to play with the properties, or you want to increase the font size, or you want to play with the properties of the visualization according to the need, so you can choose these two options. Okay, which sets the property of Power BI report. Okay, these are fields. Whatever source you get imported in the Power BI, that gets added here. Okay, okay, that get added here. Okay, now let me take click on, this is the collection of Power View report pan. Okay, this is the report pan. Report tab, visualizations tab, and fields tab is known as Power View. Okay, what we call it as, we call it as Power View. Okay, so guys, I'm like, I think you are clear with this Power View. Okay, let me go forward and talk about Power Pivot. Okay, Power Pivot. Okay, for Power Pivot, when let me click on Get Data. Okay, and let me click on Excel. Okay, so guys, when you click on Get Data, okay, click on More, you can connect to multiple sources. Okay, in Power BI, Power BI supports a large range of sources. For example, when you come to file system, you can connect to Excel, text files, CSV files, XML, JSON file, PDF. Okay, SharePoint, anything you can connect it to. Okay, when you come to databases, it supports most of the databases present in the market. For example, SQL Server. Okay, for example, SQL Server, Access, SSAS, Oracle, IBM. Okay, Netezza, MySQL, Postgres, Sybase, Teradata, SAP HANA. Okay, Impala. Okay, you can use all these databases here. These are more: Snowflake, EasyBase. Okay, there are many database you can see here which can be get connected to Power BI. Okay, here Power BI data sets, data flow. Okay, Azure, which is an cloud-based database. Okay, you can use all these things in Azure. Online services, you can connect to website, you can strip the data from the website, and you can do many things here. Okay, these are the okay. Okay, so I will click on file and I want to take a Excel file for now. Click on connect. Okay, it will pop up a window and you can go and select the file. So let me take a very simple data set. Okay, very simple file just to clear your doubts. Okay, so I'll open this file and you can see there are five fields: name, department, salary, location, and URL. Okay, let me take this file as an input. Okay, double click on this. Okay, I will click on, there are three sheets, click on sheet 1. So guys, here you need to understand, when I load the Excel, it gave me each and every sheet present in the Excel file. Okay, so I selected sheet 1, it showed me the data what it contained in Excel 1. So there is two refresh buttons. Okay, you can see refresh here as well as refresh here. Okay, when you will click on refresh here, it will refresh the all the Excel file. Okay, if I have added some more sheets into it, it will refresh. When you will click on this, it will refresh this and it will add one more sheet here. When I will click on this refresh, it will refresh the data of that particular sheet which I have selected. For example, if I have selected two more records here, added two more records, so after the refresh button it will get here. Okay, got the point? Difference between this sheet and this refresh and this refresh. Okay, now let me click on load. Okay, so guys, as you can see on the right hand side field tab, all the sheet got loaded and all the columns got added here. Okay, so we call it as dimension and facts. Okay, dimension fields and fact fields. So let me tell you a brief description, like brief explanation about dimension and facts. Okay, whatever fields which contains calculated data, okay, calculated field, calculated data is known as dimensions or measured. Okay, measures which can be measured, which can be calculated. Okay, rest of the fields which contains only non-numeric data, all the information related to this are known as dimension fields. Okay, so a visualization is a combination of fact and dimension, a combination of a measure and dimension. Okay, okay, so let me try to click on a visualization. Okay, so let me, we have seen power view. Okay, let me go to the data tab. So you can see all the data contained in a particular data set which you have opened it here in the sheet, and this is the data. Okay, this shows the data. Okay, but if you want to manage the relationship between multiple tables, you can click on the relationship tab. Okay, here if you have taken three more tables and you want to build relationship between them according to the similar columns, you can build relationship here. Okay, in the relationship tab. So guys, so collection of relationship tab. Okay, data tab. Okay, and get data tab is known as power pivot. Okay, what we call it as, we call it as power pivot. Okay, now what is power query? Last one is power query. When we click on edit queries, okay, a new dialog box will open. Okay, with all the functionalities related to power query. Power Query is also known as Power View. Okay, here what is the advantage, what are the working of Power View, what is the functionality? You can append each and any of the record, or you can delete the record, you can manipulate the record, you can apply any of the transformations you want. Okay, you want to merge two files, you want to append the data into one file from the another file, you can do all the transformations and manipulation of the data into Power Query. Okay, what all changes you will do here, it will get captured here. Okay, when you click on close and apply, it will get saved in the data set. Okay, like in the sheet 1, or in our case in sheet 1 or the fields. Okay, so I think you've got a clear idea what is